If there is one thing that has left many people puzzled, it is the making of the 3D silicone arms. Silicone arms have a lot of uses. They can be used on mannequins, robots, or even on people. People who are disabled, or have lost an arm because of one thing or another, can opt to have a silicone arm fitted. This greatly helps them feel complete and no different from other people. But how are these silicone arms made? What is the entire process of making them feel so real? Let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will look at everything you need to know about the process of making a state-of-the-art 3D silicone arm in Korea. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. And with that, let's get started. A company in Korea has mastered the art of making silicone arms, making them look so realistic that you won't even believe it. At first glance, you would even say that this is not a silicone part. Even the skin wrinkles look so realistic. However, it is very long and tedious before they can get the final product. And it is not only arms but even feet. One thing about this whole process is that it starts with a natural person's hand. The entire process begins with applying an orange substance to the hand of the person being used. The orange substance is smeared all over the hand, ensuring it has gotten to every part of the arm. Next, two substances are mixed in a container. Once these substances, which are blue and pink, are combined, they are smeared all over the hands of the person. This is done with a brush so that it can be spread to every part of the arm. This includes the tips of the fingers, nails, and palms. It is also smeared all the way to above the wrist. Once every part of the arm has this substance, it is dried using a blower. This is to make the entire drying process faster. Once it is dry, the orange substance is smeared on top of it again, and then the blue substance again. The orange substance is done again, and finally, the blue substance. They are all then dried with the help of a blower. Once it is done, it is time to remove it. A small stick is pushed inside the whole thing, and then it is blown inside with the help of a blower. After this, it easily comes off with a slight pull. Next, a small piece of plasticine is rolled and fixed at the top of this glove-like stuff. After that, it is all covered with plaster gauze dipped in water. The entire arm is wrapped, leaving no part open apart from the top. The glove-like substance is put into a vacuum pump for a short while. After that, it is put back into the vacuum pump with a continuously stirred liquid. After the pump reads 0, the somehow hot liquid is poured into the hand. Once the needle is complete, it is placed on a vibrating pad. As it vibrates, this liquid solidifies. The plaster is then cut off, as well as the colored substances, leaving a perfect replica of the arm. Elsewhere, the arms are dipped in paint, giving them a more human look. These parts are then shipped to someone else who proceeds with the operations. Here, they are unwrapped and examined, ensuring they are all okay. The person then ensures no residue is left in hand by pushing a wire in and out of the fingers. The inside of the arm is then sprayed to ensure it is clean. After this, a few substances are added to a container and stirred, and they have a beige or brown color. A small stick is then dipped in red and black powder paint and mixed with this mixture. This mixture is then poured into the hand, ensuring it goes to every finger. It is then placed on the vibrating pad and into the vacuum pump, which goes on to dry completely. A few more substances are mixed in a container with some color added. The liquid is poured into the hand until it is almost complete. It is then taken into the vacuum pump, which goes on to dry. More substances are mixed together and then put in the vacuum pump. As they are here, they somehow come to a boil, which means they are ready. This liquid is then poured into the hand, which is already on the vibrating pad. Once the hand is complete, it is left to vibrate for some time until the liquid inside becomes solid. Using a drill, the arm is drilled, and a pole is fitted in this part. Some substances to ensure the arm stays on the rod are put in the remaining spaces. After that, the top layer of the arm is cut off, leaving another part attached. The fingers are snipped off separately, given that they are somehow elastic. A polythene-like substance is taken from a roller and placed where the fingers are supposed to go. This is where the fingers are going to get stuck. The fingers are then taped to ensure they don't move. It is now time to add the color tone to the arm. This is measured using SpectraMatch, one of the leading companies. Once the skin color is measured, the details are printed, and it is time to mix the ingredients. The worker proceeds to start the process of integrating with some sort of elastic plastic. He then combines all the required colors and models all of this into one big ball. This ball is then passed through a pair of rollers to ensure it mixes thoroughly. This process is repeated multiple times, ensuring it reaches the right skin color. Once everything has been confirmed to be okay, it is all wrapped up on the arm. Some small parts of this material are fixed, where the knuckles are supposed to be, and pressed with a small rod to give them that wrinkly look. A few colors are mixed in a liquid before being put into a small spray gun. Once added, the arm is sprayed with this substance, ensuring that every part of the arm has been sprayed. This sort of gives it a tan, as well as giving it wrinkles. After that, another liquid is added to the small spray gun, which seems to give it even more wrinkles. These two liquids seem to change the texture of the arm to make it more realistic. An arm is not realistic without any fingernails. Therefore, the nails of the person are compared to the available nail samples. Once it is decided, the work begins. The nail sempole is taken by pressing plasticine on the nail to take shape. This is done for every other finger since they are not all even. The plasticine is then cut off, ensuring that the nail sempole is not ruined. Once it is ready, a liquid is poured into the gap in the plasticine, taking the shape of the human nail. This nail sempole is put into a small vacuum pump, where it ends up becoming solid. Now it has started to take the shape of the actual nail. The sempole is ground a little to reduce the size of the excess material. A small paint brush smears a liquid substance on the nail sempole inside, ensuring that no part has been left alone. It is then taken back to the vacuum pump, where it ends up drying. The nail, which has started to take shape, is ground a little bit to make it smoother. Another substance that gives it color is smeared on the nail, and once it dries up, it is sanded to make it softer. It is then filed to make it even smoother than it was, making sure that it looks realistic. This procedure is repeated for the remaining 5 fingernails. When the entire process is finished, it is fitted onto the silicone arm, and the job is done. Even if this silicone arm were to be worn by someone, you would barely tell the difference. So, what do you think of the whole process of making a silicone arm? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below. Also, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.